Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're a Windows user and you've ever been just a little bit curious about trying something new, you are in exactly the right place. Today we're going to walk through installing EasyOS, step by step. Let's get right to it. Now I get it. The whole idea of installing a new operating system, especially something from the world of Linux, can sound, well, pretty scary. But I promise you, it's so much easier than you think. We're going to make this super simple. So what even is EasyOS? Well, think of it just like Windows. It's a complete operating system, but it's designed to be incredibly fast and really lightweight. That makes it absolutely perfect for bringing an old computer back to life or, if you just want something clean and simple. And here's one of the coolest parts about EasyOS. It is super flexible. You can install it pretty much anywhere. Your main, internal drive? Sure, but also on an external USB drive, a little flash drive, or even an SD card. It's kind of wild.
Now, if you're thinking this sounds complicated, just take a look at this. If you have ever installed Windows from scratch with a USB drive, you already know how to do this. It's the same exact idea. Make an installer, boot from it, follow the steps. See? Familiar territory.
All right, so now that you know what we're doing, let's get into it. Section 1 is all about getting our stuff together. Getting your gear ready for the project.
And the best part is, you probably already have everything you need. Any computer from the last, say, 15 years with a 64-bit processor will work. You only need about 2 gigs of RAM and a pretty basic screen. This means EasyOS can run great on a whole bunch of computers, even older ones.
Okay, I need to pause right here for a second, because this is, without a doubt, the single most important warning in this entire guide. When you install EasyOS this way, it will completely, totally wipe the drive you install it on. I mean, everything. Windows, your files, your photos, gone. Permanently. So with that big warning in mind, here is your quick pre-flight checklist. Number 1, back up everything you care about. Seriously. Number 2, find a spare USB drive we can use for the installer. And number 3, just take your time. Read each screen, there's no need to rush. Great, you are all prepped and ready to go. So now let's look at our journey map. We have broken this entire thing down into just 4 simple steps. Think of this as our roadmap for the rest of the way. It really is this simple. We prepare the installer, we boot the computer from it, we install it to the final drive, and then we restart into our brand new desktop. 4 stages. That's it. Let's walk through them.
Okay, with our map laid out, it's time to start the actual journey. This is the main event, the installation walkthrough. We're going to take this one step at a time, starting right at the beginning with preparing our installer.
So first things first, we can't install EasyOS without the right tool, right? So we have to create a bootable USB drive that will act as our installer. It's a 2-part process. First, you're going to go to the official EasyOS website and download the image file. It'll have .img at the end. Then you'll use a free program. Something like USB Image Tool is perfect to write that file onto your spare USB stick.
All right, installer USB is made. Now we have to convince our computer to start up using that USB drive instead of its normal internal hard drive. So what you do is restart your PC, and as it's just starting up, you'll tap a key like Delete, Escape, or maybe F12. You'll get a screen that looks something like this. I know it looks a little old school, but don't worry. All you need to do is use your arrow keys to find a menu that says Boot and choose your USB drive from the list.
Okay, so once the computer starts from the USB, you'll actually see the EasyOS desktop pop up. But hang on, you're not done yet. You're just kind of running a live demo from the USB. The next step is to actually install it for real. On that live desktop, you'll find an installer tool. When you click it, it's going to ask you a very important question. Where do you want to install EasyOS? This is the moment of truth. I'm going to say it again. Please double-check that you are picking the correct drive, because this is the click that erases everything. And that's basically it. Once the installer finishes doing its thing, you are on the home stretch. There are just a couple of tiny but very important final things to do. First, shut the computer all the way down. Next, and this is so important, physically unplug that USB stick you made. If you leave it in, your computer might get confused and try to boot from it again. Once it's out, go ahead and power the computer back on.
And with that, you've done it. The process is complete. Welcome to the finish line. Section 4, your new desktop awaits. Let's see what you get for all that hard work.
And there it is, success. You'll be greeted by this clean, simple, and really fast EasyOS desktop. Congratulations, you did it. Now you can start clicking around and exploring your new system.
And just so you know, the guide we've been following was based on a real-world test on a little mini PC. But the fantastic thing is, these exact same steps will work on pretty much any modern laptop or desktop computer you might have at home.
So let me just leave you with a little bit of encouragement. You do not need to be some kind of tech genius to do this. You definitely don't need to know how to program. All it takes is just following the steps, one at a time. You've totally got this.
And really, that's the whole point. If you've been using Windows your whole life, but you've been a little curious about that thing called Linux, EasyOS is designed to be the perfect, friendly first step. It's a fantastic way to learn and explore without any of the fear. I really hope this helped, and have fun.